How's it going, everybody? This is the Xiaomi Mi Robot Vacuum. I've been using this almost every day for about 2 months, and today I'll be reviewing the Xiaomi Mi Robot Vacuum. Alright, let's start with what is a robot vacuum. So it's basically an automatic vacuum that can vacuum your home and mop it at the same time by a push of a button. So how it works is you can tell the robot to start cleaning by pressing this button on top or using the Xiaomi Mi Home app. Okay, so this is the robot vacuum itself, and this is the docking charger. Okay, so let's take a look at the components of the robot vacuum first. Alright, this is the robot vacuum itself, and this is the docking charger. So you plug this into the wall, and then the robot vacuum is smart enough to communicate back to figure out where this is. They would also have a charging pin down here in the vacuum to connect with this to start charging. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. So how does this thing work? You press this button right here to start cleaning, or you can use the app as I mentioned. So how does this thing navigate around your home? First, they got this camera up here that faces upwards. This camera will map out your home to have a rough idea of what your house looks like on the inside. These are the sensors at the front and on the side to help navigate the robot vacuum to go left and right. And this whole thing in the front is a bumper. Will let the robot know that it hit something and it needs to change directions. So if you can see, the bumper goes all the way from the front half of the robot here and also here. So if you lift this part right here, this is the dust pan. Okay, so all the dust from the vacuum will be collected here, and this is how you take it out. So I'll show you how to clean it up later. Okay, so that's the dust. So if we flip this around, all right. So the middle part here, this is the vacuum module. So this is where it sucks all the dust, and at the back side here, this is the mopping modules. When it goes forward, it will vacuum the dust and then mop it right away. Besides the sensor at the front that I just explained, they also have these 4 sensors here that fires downwards. So this will prevent the robot vacuum from, let's say, dropping down a flight of stairs or something like that. So these are called the cliff sensors, if I'm not mistaken. This is the 360 wheel, allowing this thing to turn 360 degrees. And this is another small brush that helps to get dust out of the corners. But weirdly enough, they only have this on the right side of the vacuum. Usually they have them on both sides, but for this particular model, they only have it on the right side of the vacuum. So going back to the mopping module here, this is how you take it out. There's 2 switches at the back here. Press both of them together, and then you can slide this out. Okay, so this is the water tank. So you fill up water here. So I use filtered water so calcium doesn't accumulate inside. This water will be released automatically to wet this mopping cloth right here. So you can take this mopping cloth out, there's a Velcro like that, and then you just have to slide this out. So this is what you can send to the washing machine to clean and let it dry. So putting this back. Alright, so now I'm going to start plugging the robot vacuum in. So both of the robot vacuum and also the docking station is short enough to fit underneath my sofa. So that's my sofa over there, where I have a charger somewhere back there. I have a power plug. So I'm going to install both of them underneath that sofa. I'm going to grab this one. So we're going to start with the docking station. Power on. I'm going to put here. So these are the charging pins that will connect to the charging pins on the dock. So I'm just going to put it there.
Turning on.
Before we tell it to start cleaning, we need to prep the house a little bit, and let me tell you what I'm talking about. So from my experience, the robot, this carpet, the big carpet is fine. The robot can go through it and clean it. However, small furnitures like these chairs, there's no way the robot can clean around that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this up and flip it onto the table, and any loose carpet like this one, this is too loose. The robot vacuum is not able to go over this, and it's not able to clean properly. For this trash can, I would put it outside. The rest is fine. Anything loose on the floor, we got to pick it up. So for example, that bag, as I mentioned, this carpet's fine. This chair, I have to put it on top of the bed. anything that's dangling like that, I have to pick it up. That floor mat I also have to remove. Anything on the floor, yeah, including my bag as well. I just can't leave anything lying around on the floor. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're going to take the app out, which is this one right here. Okay, press on that. Okay, we're going to click on Start Cleaning.
I'm starting the cleanup. I'm repositioning.
Look at that. So to be realistic, some parts here at the corner, they don't clean very well. They just can't reach it. So yeah, there's quite some dust here. And there's dust here as well. So you got to be a little realistic. You can't fully replace your manual cleaning. So what I do is I just take like a piece of cloth, maybe wet it a little bit, and just manually take these out. You know. And then let the robot vacuum clean that up. So as you can see here, the robot vacuum missed that corner. Here are the cliff sensors working in action to prevent the vacuum from falling off a cliff. And the average noise is 55 decibels.
Cleanup completed. Returning to the dock to charge. Charging.
After it's done, you can see the cleaning history on the app and all the cleaning path that the robot vacuum took to clean your home. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at all the other cool stuff you can do with the app. So you can tell the robot vacuum to clean a certain space only. So for example, that is my kitchen, and I can tell them that I just want you to clean this area. That's really cool. You can select how strong the vacuum suction is. So for the strong and turbo, that is mostly for long-haired carpet. Otherwise, I would just put it at standard. If you want it to be slightly quiet, you can select silent, but the suction power will be the least powerful. So the water level, you can select how much you want depending on your floor. If you have a lot of carpet, maybe you don't want to have a lot of water. I just leave it at medium. And the coolest thing ever, in my opinion, is that you can schedule cleanup. So you can schedule the robot vacuum to clean your home automatically. Let's say when you're at work. If I set it to clean every day at 3 p.m. Monday to Friday, and cleanup mode, you can select standard, strong, turbo, or whatever. It's really, really cool. Or here you have locate my vacuum up. Well, I guess if your house is so big and then you forgot where the vacuum is, you can click on this thing and then the robot will say, hey, I'm here. So at least you can locate it. I think this robot vacuum is pretty boss. Here's how to do the weekly maintenance. Open the lid and get rid of all the dust in the dustpan. And then you can remove the filter here. You can use another vacuum to vacuum all that dust out. Flip it over, take the tank out, and take the cloth out from the water tank. This is what you clean in the washing machine. Okay, take out the side brush there, there's a lot of hair stuck. And also on the middle brush, there's a lot of hair stuck there as well. Just use your hands to get the hairs out and set this brush aside. Now I need to clean the bottom cliff sensors. Take out the middle brush. Tons of hair stuck on here. So we have to use a special tool that is provided. This thing. You can use it to comb as well as a final touch. Now we gotta install everything back. And voila. So there you go, that's my review of using the Mi Robot Vacuum almost every day for about 2 months. This is possibly one of the best gadgets that I've ever owned, period. So it's not a perfect product, but to me the pros significantly outweigh the cons. So if you want to get one yourself, I leave the link in the description below. Alright, bye.